For this next video, we're going to demonstrate how to install an 8-inch widespread onto a 8-inch display pod. The only tool you're going to need for this install, gloves, of course, for safety, and a pair of pliers. So we've unboxed everything from the widespread faucet. You'll see all the pieces and parts here, so we're going to walk you through step by step. All right, so step one, we're going to install the spout first. I'm going to take the spout, fit it down into the display, flip it over so you can see. There's some hardware that comes with the faucet. This piece here you'll see says side down. So you just take that piece and fit it over the threaded install shank here. Once your hardware is in place, you're going to take your nut here. And you can put that with the silver side up so you don't have to thread as far, and then go ahead and just get that in place. Now that the spout is secure, we're going to move on to installing the valves. So we're going to install the cold valve first, which goes on the right side. Before we install the valve, we have to get the valve prepared. First step, take your threaded hexagonal washer, or nut, I should say. You're gonna go ahead and, when you start to tighten this on, you'll feel it get a little tight as it reaches the gap. You wanna work through that, and this is where your gloves come in handy, because these threads can be, they can be unforgiving, okay? Next step, we're gonna take the flat washer, place it on top, and then from underneath the pod, again on the right side, it's important to be able to see this piece, this little gap, so we can engage the clip. So then you take your round metal ring, it's flat, it has the word up, just set it right on top, just like that. Take your little C-clip, fit it into the gap, just push that in place. Now you're gonna have some wiggle there. You just wanna flip the pod back over and tighten up this nut. Once the valve is secure, you'll notice I have this, this outlet shank pointing inward. And also, when you're done, go ahead and just make sure that the blue stem extension is turned all the way counterclockwise until it stops. When installing the handle, you'll notice there's a spline stem on the inside, and there's also threads which will thread onto the outside of the valve. You'll place the handle facing outward. Hold the handle still and begin turning the valve. You'll kind of want to try to catch the threads. And once they catch, you'll feel it. So for the next, we're going to install the hot. It's the same as the cold, with the exception this stem will be facing inward. We'll go ahead and install the handle the same way again, making sure this will be clockwise. You just make sure you turn the stem extension till it stops in a clockwise position on the hot side. That just allows that the handle is going to rotate in the correct manner. Okay, and again, set the handle so it faces outward. Hold the lever in place, catch those threads, and then just tighten the base. Once the widespread faucet is installed on the display pod, you can take the lift rod, as we discussed in another video. You can bend it out of the box with your hands. As a tip, when installing the lift rod, after you bend it, the hardware piece, make sure when you install this hardware piece, it's not blocking the hole for the lift rod to travel through. You'll just have to reposition. So then take your lift rod, insert it through the hole, fit it around, and that way fits it, and then you can just bend it out of position here. Some lift rods that have a unique bend design may require additional positioning so they stay secure, just as you see here. But now, this is the 8-inch widespread.